Let's talk about the industry that has the capacity to make you a millionaire. It is very important you understand the game of money. For me, I don't know about you, the first game of money is to play in an industry that there is enormous amount of money. Think about that for a moment. For most people, when they want to think about making money, they are not being segmented. Money is not in all industry. I mean, the kind of money that will make you a millionaire, that will make you what? A billionaire. So there are industries that money is perpetually so much in that industry that if you are in this industry and you are hardworking, you do what needs to be done, there will be a chance that you become a millionaire or a billionaire. So there are industries like that. So as I always tell people that the industry you sell to can determine whether you'll be a rich man or a poor man. That is why you can never find a teacher in the Bible list of billionaires or millionaires. Why? That industry is not bad though. There's money there. But that teaching industry does not have the capacity to produce millionaires. So if you want to play the game of money, first you start with industry mindset. Which industry money naturally hides? Money is naturally there enough that can go round for everybody. Which kind of industry? So these are the kind of thinking, these are the kind of mindset, these are the kind of attitude you should have when you're playing the money game. So when you get to know the industry that money hides, you get down to start to learn how to play the game in that industry also. I wrote something here, let me read it for you. I say, if you want to earn in millions, stop selling to an industry that doesn't have the capacity to make you a millionaire. Let me read that again. If you want to earn in millions, stop selling to an industry that doesn't have the capacity to earn you what? A millionaire. Let me read this again. I say something here again. I say, don't play the money game in an industry that there is no enough money to go around. You know, there are some industry that if 3 people take the money that is there, it's finished. While there are some industry that even like 10 billion people take money from there, it can never finish. It's like going to the ocean to fish and going to a fish pond to fish. There's a tendency that the fish in the fish pond will finish, but the one of ocean will not finish. Why? Because of the kind of source that is feeding the ocean. So to be rich, you must learn how to what? Sell in an industry that's enormous money to go around. This is very what? Important. Very, very what? Important. Okay. I'm going to be listing those industry for you in this video. So you stay with me. One of the industry that I've discovered that has done a test of time that's produced millionaires. I mean, industry that have capacity to produce millionaires in a week. One of them is the real estate industry. When I was in Uyo, I saw 2 friends who sold a property that was owned by one of the politicians in Uyo. They sold that property for 18 billion naira. They become instant millionaires just because they were able to sell that property. Now, what they sell wasn't important, but the industry they sold what they sell is what makes them millionaire. So you can become an expert salesman, but yet you're broke. Why? It's because of the industry you are selling to. So someone can start selling today and become a millionaire, and you have been selling 10 years ago, you are still broke. Why? The industry 2 of you play can determine your outcome of your finance. So one of the industry that have capacity and potential to make you a millionaire is the real estate industry. And for me, I believe everybody should learn how to sell in that industry, because nobody owns that industry. That industry is not being designated to a set of people. It's industry anybody can play. So real estate industry is one of the industry that can make you a millionaire. If, for example, now I'm able to sell a land of 1 million naira with 10%. Sorry, a land of 10 million naira with 10%. Instantly, I'm a 1 million naira man. So that industry, real estate, is a powerful industry. Sorry for that. That anybody who wants to become a millionaire should vibe to sell in that industry. Don't forget this. The industry you sell to is more important than what you are selling. Because all of us are selling, but not all of us are millionaires. So someone can be selling in another industry for 10 years, and the highest they can make in a year is 500,000. And someone just entered the real estate industry 2 weeks, and the first sale he makes is 25 million naira land, and they pay him 10% of 25 million naira land. That is 2.5 million within 2 weeks. So to be wealthy, to be rich, to be financially stable, you need to be selfish. You need to be tailored in what you sell, where you sell, who you sell to. Very important. Okay, let's move to the second one. The second industry that can make you a millionaire, especially if you're in Africa, if you're in Nigeria, is the political industry. Is the politics industry. Hey, this industry choke. It's the politics industry. There's so much money there. I don't need to talk too much. You know. I don't want to mention where I'm from. There's something I want to say. There's a man who became a chairman in our local government within 6 months. Within 6 months, we heard that he bought a house in London. This industry is powerful. Powerful industry. You know it if you're an African. If you enter politics, I don't need to say much there, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, the third industry that have enormous money that can make you a millionaire is what the entertainment industry. The entertainment industry. Now, each time we talk about the entertainment industry, a lot of person think about singing, skit making, video. No. That's just one part of the entertainment industry. I'm talking about the entertainment industry as a whole. That industry has produced millionaires and billionaires. Until date, it is producing. That's another industry that produced a lot of what? Millionaires. Okay, let's move forward. Another industry again that have come into our world is the crypto and forex industry. If you know how to play the game in this industry, it has the capacity to make you what? A billionaire. Imagine when the Pata of them or Bitcoin came on board. Like people will say, if I me. They even give us to mine it for free. And when it was growing, some people saw it and never had opportunity to see it. And they didn't buy. So this is another industry that has the capacity to make you what? A millionaire. Let's move forward before I drop this video down. Another industry that has capacity to make you a millionaire is the fashion industry. The fashion industry. You can look around. This industry has produced so much millionaires. The fashion industry is another powerful industry that has produced a lot of millionaires. Okay, I will end with this last one. The e-commerce industry. The e-commerce industry. That's another industry again that have produced young millionaires. I'm serious. This industry has been a blessing. Powerful industry. So on your own, you can think about others' industry. You can do research. You can read. So when you're playing the money game, play in an industry that has the capacity to make you a millionaire. What is the essence of playing an industry that only produces poor people? So be selfish and play. where the game will favor you more. So what I'm trying to say in this video in a nutshell, when you're playing the money game and you want to become a millionaire, a billionaire, play in an industry that have a better advantage, they have a better leverage, they have a better chances for you to become what? A millionaire. If not so, you will play till you die poor. So why start in an industry that will not make you a millionaire when you can start in an industry that can make you a millionaire? Don't forget, all this industry, there is no law that says you should not play them. Don't forget, your most essential asset in any industry is your time. So if you're using your time to play in an industry that will make you poor, your time is going. So why not use the same amount of time and play in an industry that has the capacity to make you a millionaire? So this is the kind of mindset I have. This is the kind of attitude that I have, that I need to play in an industry that has leverage, that has more advantage, more chances to make you what? A millionaire. So when I add effort, I know that something will come out of it. So that's the truth. So these are just few industry I just said as to reach for you and should bring you back to consciousness that the money game must be played where there is money already. If you want to fish in the fish pond, don't forget the fish there are limited. But for me, I want to play in an ocean where there's a lot of shark, a lot of wealth, a lot of big fishes to catch. So I'll see you in my next video. If you are seeing my video for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. So you keep seeing video like this, share, comment, and tag someone to watch this video too.